Set halfway between Rome and Florence is a gorgeous walled city called Orvieto. Beautifully preserved, it dates right back to pre-Roman times. Look to the left over behind the town and you will see the main north-south motorway. Sadly, most travellers and tourists rush past this town. Some stop just briefly, mainly over lunchtime. We stay here 3 wonderful nights, right there in the middle between those towers. That cathedral you can see over on the right is utterly stupendous. Here it is close up, magical colours bathed in sunshine, and at night it radiates stunning soft pastel hues. And during our 3-night stay we see and do so much. There are so many things that are absolutely unique. On our first evening here we enjoy welcome drinks and dinner in a very special place just out of town. Where? In the ancient ruins of the Lombardia Abbey, which dates back 1300 years. Picture yourself there, sipping Prosecco. Turn around and look the other way and the view is stunning as dusk gently approaches. Orvieto on the hill behind takes centre stage. And then we dine in the old stone abbey. The next morning we have a fascinating guided tour of town. The stonework on the outside of the cathedral is so impressive, and inside it's mesmerising, utterly gorgeous. This cathedral is just one glorious work of art, and it surely ranks right up there with the very best. Lunchtime, and all the day trippers start to fill the town, so we escape to a mysterious restaurant. It's such an unusual place. The venue is private, and it's only open for one small group at a time, like ours. But the really amazing thing is what lays underneath. At the far end of this dining room there is a hidden staircase that descends into hundreds of metres, 2,500-year-old carved catacombs. In the 1990s, Rita and Adriano were renovating their famous pastry shop. They were digging a cellar and accidentally broke through into an amazing labyrinth of never-before-discovered Etruscan chambers and passageways. Archaeologists were brought in, and over 20 years they excavated these ancient carved passageways, finding archaeological treasures at every turn. Everything was amazingly well preserved. And the only way you can visit these private catacombs is if you eat in their restaurant, and so we do, and it certainly helps that their food is fantastico. Daughter-in-law Cristiana will take you on a tour through their private catacombs. Inside passageways with intricately carved walls and larger caves with stone pillars and statues. Then the rest of your day is free to explore this pretty town with its golden towers and back alleys and alfresco cafes and colourful shops. The next morning we enjoy a relaxing walk through the peaceful Bamazzo Gardens. 500 years old, the shady walkways are littered with weird and wonderful massive statues, rock carvings, mouths that gape at you. Also called the Park of Monsters, you'll find Neptune in his caves, war elephants and even giants literally tearing each other apart. And then it's time for lunch in the shady terrace of the Inn of the Snail with its sweeping views down over the Lazio countryside. Delightful. But during your 3-night stay, do you really want to know what's best of all? It's my time in Orvieto, like these guys sitting in front of the cathedral. Your peaceful evening walks when all those day trippers have disappeared back on that motorway, and the sun starts setting and colours change to pastel, and that beautiful cathedral, let me show you divine Italy. This is Orvieto Cathedral in the evening with the sun shining on it. And the beauty of staying 3 nights in Orvieto is around me in the square. Look at how many tourists there aren't. We're sitting there in a cafe, pizza margherita, Campari Prosecco, no tourists. This is divine Italy.